Stock markets got a solid start to the fourth quarter last week as gains in big tech companies pushed U.S. equity indices to new all-time highs. Congress did not enact spending authority for the new fiscal year, so the government went into shutdown mode until further notice. According to various research studies, in the past, government shutdowns have resulted in added costs and inefficiencies, but not material long-term impairment to the economy and financial markets. That said, every government shutdown is different, and we haven't seen one since 2018. One consequence, though, for financial markets that we are already seeing is the suspension of official economic data releases. A major theme in markets right now is the question of whether the economy and the labor market are slowing to the point where the Federal Reserve needs to step in and decrease short-term interest rates to try to stimulate the economy. Last Friday, the Labor Department was scheduled to report on the number of new monthly payroll jobs and unemployed workers for September, but with the government closed, the report wasn't released. This encumbers investors' ability to efficiently price the likely path for future interest rate cuts, especially as alternative data measures, like last week on private payroll jobs and announced hiring and firing plans, gave somewhat conflicting signals. Given this state of elevated uncertainty, markets will be attuned to guidance from the Fed itself and their official communications and informal remarks. On Wednesday, the Fed will release the minutes from its September policy meeting, and throughout the week, a few Fed members are scheduled to give speeches, interviews, and talks. Markets will also likely be paying attention to existing and perhaps even some new survey and alternative data sources in the absence of official economic data. For example, on Friday, the University of Michigan will release its report on consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. And on a weekly or sometimes even daily basis, various companies and institutions are reporting on everything from debit card spending to the number of restaurant bookings. And of course, companies are constantly offering useful anecdotes and guidance about the outlook. So things to watch in this week ahead: Fed policy communications, consumer sentiment and inflation expectations, and reports on alternative data metrics and company anecdotes.
The views expressed are solely those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of First Citizens Bank and Trust Company or any of its affiliates. This material is for informational purposes only and is not intended to be an offer, recommendation, or solicitation to purchase or sell a specific investment strategy, any security or insurance product, and should not be construed as legal, tax, or accounting advice. Please consult with your legal or tax advisor regarding the particular facts and circumstances of your situation prior to making any financial decision. While we believe that the information presented is from reliable sources, we do not represent, warrant, or guarantee that it is accurate or complete. Many companies referenced in this content are independent third parties and are not affiliated with First Citizens Bank and Trust Company. All third-party trademarks, including logos, trade names, service marks, and icons referenced, remain the property of their respective owners. Your investments in securities and insurance products and services are not insured by the FDIC or any other federal government agency and may lose value. They are not deposits or other obligations of or guaranteed by any bank or bank affiliate and are subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amounts invested. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. Estimates of future performance are based on assumptions that may not be realized. This material is not a solicitation of any offer to buy or sell any security or other financial instrument or to participate in any trading strategy. Diversification does not guarantee a profit or protect against loss in a declining financial market. First Citizens Wealth, FCW, is a marketing brand of First Citizens Bancshares Incorporated, a bank holding company. The following affiliates of First Citizens Bancshares are the entities through which FCW products are offered. Brokerage products and services are offered through First Citizens Investor Services Incorporated, FCIS, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA, and SIPC. Advisory services are offered through FCIS, First Citizens Asset Management Incorporated, and SVB Wealth LLC, all SEC registered investment advisors. Certain brokerage and advisory products and services may not be available from all investment professionals in all jurisdictions or to all investors. Insurance products and insurance are offered through FCIS, a licensed insurance agency. Banking, lending, trust products and services, and certain insurance products and services are offered by First Citizens Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender and SVB, a division of First Citizens Bank and Trust Company. For more information about FCIS, FCAM, or SVBW and its investment professionals, visit www.firstcitizens.com/wealth/disclosures.